Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Achha, today my editorial is about Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman, our Honorable Finance Minister. I've got two stories. Both are about her. My first story is she in Telangana went and said that, listen, you know what? Every child born in Telangana is born with a debt of 1.25 lakh. To which KTR had an answer to give her. Very interesting answer. Let's talk about that. The next one is again about Nirmala Sitharaman because India surpassed United Kingdom to become the fifth largest economy in the world. Kudos to her. Good job done. So let's get right into the show and discuss further. A finance minister, like a home minister, defense minister, minister for external affairs, or like any other senior ministers, should be very responsible in his or her statement. Because if the finance minister makes irresponsible statements, it not only affects his or her own image, it also affects the government's image. So one has to be very careful about the statement that one makes. Today, I want to talk about a statement that Nirmala Sitharaman made while she was in Telangana, where she said that every child born in the state carries rupees 1.2 lakh as debt. The child is debt-ridden the moment the child is born in Telangana. This is what she said. Now, to which KTR had a fantastic answer to give her. Like I said, a finance minister, before making a statement, should be thorough, should go through every comma, full stop, every number before a statement is made, which she didn't, I assume. And KTR gave an answer to her statement. And you know what the answer he gave her? He threw some numbers at her, which ironically she should have actually prepared herself before making such statements. He said, till 2014, in 67 years of freedom, till 2014, 14 prime ministers of India together has raised a debt of 56 lakh crores. When it came to PM Modi ji, in the last 8 years alone, India's debt incremented by rupees 100 lakh crores in the last 8 years. And he said, every Indian therefore has a debt of 1.25 lakhs. So every Indian has 1.25 lakhs. What are you talking about? A child in Telangana. Every Indian has that. This was his response. And that is why, like I said before, numbers, especially a finance minister, should be very clear about. He also went out to say that the per capita income of Telangana in 2022 is 2.78 lakh versus the national average per capita income is mere 1.49 lakhs. He also went on to add that the debt versus GDP ratio in Telangana is 23.5%, lowest at 23rd among the 28 states in the country, versus the national debt versus GDP ratio is 59%. He says Telangana, with 2.5% of India's population, contributes 5% to India's GDP. He quotes this as sources from RBI report, October 2021. And the fact is, he says, with all this, you coming and telling us that a child is born with 1.25 lakh debt doesn't make sense. So this was the answer of KTR to what the Finance Minister of India said. Now let's talk about the second story of Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman. Okay, in my first story, I said that the finance minister should be very wary of what she or he speaks. In this case, she speaks. She should be very wary. In my second story, I want to give her all the credit. All the credit because India surpassed UK to become the fifth largest economy. And that's fabulous. That's fabulous. Now, before I get into it, let me give you some figures. The economy, the 5 top economy now looks like this. America, 25,350 billion US dollars. China, 19,910 billion US dollars. Japan, 4,910 billion US dollars. Germany, 4,260 billion US dollars. And India, 854.7 billion US dollars. UK currently is 814 billion US dollars. So therefore, we surpassed UK. This is how we stand. Fantastic. This is absolutely creditable, and all the credit should go to the Modi government and Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman, because so when we criticize her for a lot of her policies and a lot of decisions that she made or a lot of statements that she made, we have been criticizing her, but we should also ensure that we appreciate the effort that she has taken and the fact that she achieved to make India the 5th largest economy in the world. So that's that. Okay. Another point that I wanted to make here is a lot of people talk about economy being big, which is good, which is very good. But what about the per capita income? Because end of the day, economy or being a big economy doesn't help an ordinary individual on the streets. It doesn't help an average Indian. No. That it doesn't help. For that, you have to have a better per capita income. Then it helps the normal Indian. Because the economy could be the greatest in the world. But if I don't have good healthcare, I don't have good education, I don't have good medical facilities, I don't have good roads, I don't have good infrastructure, what is all this money worth for me? मैं रात को भूखा सोता हूँ. I sleep, I starve in the night. The Indian economy is going booming. Will that help? That doesn't. So somewhere down the line, while this is good, again I say with all credit to the government, it is a good effort, but this particular economic strength should be percolated down to a common individual, to a common Indian. A common Indian should enjoy the economic growth of this country. Then we can say we are truly a successful economy. That really matters. Now, let's talk about the per capita income. Like we spoke about the largest economy, let's also talk about the per capita income. The per capita income of America is $69,287 per annum. The per capita income of China is $12,556 per annum. Per capita income of Japan is $39,285 per annum. Germany, $50,801. India, $2,277 per annum, and UK is $47,344 per annum. This is the difference between the per capita income. If you look at it, we don't even stand a chance in front of the top 5, or including even UK, who we have surpassed as far as GDP is concerned. They have far better per capita income than ours. Okay, now let's come to the next argument of that. Most of these countries that I mentioned, except for China, have got population which is half or quarter of what we are. So what are we comparing? Can we actually achieve that? Can we actually be an economy where we do $69,287 per annum like the United States? Possibly no, because our population is huge. But then, least we forget that China, which got a bigger population than us, has done a per capita income of $12,556. They've achieved that, which means an average Chinese has a better lifestyle than we have. An average Chinese, at least they can afford better health and medical facility than we. So that's a very important factor. But that being said, that's something that the country should focus. That's something that the country should now keep our aim to. That's what we should be achieving. That should be our goal for the next 10 years. And if collectively, all states, union territories, central government, all put together, if you focus on that, I'm sure we can achieve that too. That said, once again, let me tell you, being the 5th largest economy is a fantastic effort, especially after COVID and after all what we faced. Becoming the 5th largest economy is a fantastic effort. So all kudos to the Finance Minister and the Prime Minister and his team. Till I see you next time, that's tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.